My grandpa, he actually passed unexpectedly in the middle of the night last year, and I worked 2 days after that. And then his birthday was like 2.5 weeks later. So we did his memorial on his birthday, and then I worked 2 days after that too. And so I was just at the fights, like I would be like crying in the back, and I'm out there like
smiling. Yeah.
There was some weird comments, like one guy commented on a picture I posted from one of the fights after that happened, and he was like, "You're always trying to look so sad for attention, and like if you would stop dating certain kinds of men, like you wouldn't be sad." And I'm like, for a while I kind of sat down, sat still. I needed like a mental break, and now I think that kind of like
What an amazing guest we have in the house today. She is lighting up arenas from Vegas to Abu Dhabi. She's a showstopper in between every round. Please welcome model, trendsetter, and UFC Octagon girl, Brookliyn Wren.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
I had to channel my inner Bruce Buffer there for a second.
Hey, Bruce, finish this comment. Thank you so much for doing this. I appreciate it. You a little nervous for this? Or no,
a little bit. I haven't done an interview in years.
Really?
Yeah.
On purpose or just
yeah, a little bit. I mean, I get a little nervous talking on camera. I'm actually a little nervous being on camera in general. It's weird because of my job. Like I can turn it on, but if there's like if I'm at a game or something and the camera flies by, I'm like, don't give me camera. Yeah, I don't know. It's really weird. I'm kind of shy. I'm trying to break out of that though, so that's why I'm like, I was happy to do this.
Would you say you're more nervous for a show, or did you just go into a completely different like?
No, I'm actually never nervous for shows.
Really?
No, I'm nervous to like talk. Modeling I've been doing since I was a kid. So like being silent and like, you know, having to be, it's kind of like acting, but silently. So I just kind of like can turn it on whenever I need to. But no, even my first fight ever, I was never nervous. I was more nervous at my first weigh-ins than the first fight for some reason.
Really?
Maybe because I was moving. At the fight and at weigh-ins, you're just standing there with everyone staring at you. But now
and it's on stage and people.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can see that.
I do have a question. Whenever you guys are on stage, are you guys like observing the crowd, or like do you just like kind of just smile? Or
Sometimes you can't see anything. So sometimes people will be like, "Why weren't they smiling?" It's like we can't really see. Sometimes the lights are so bright and blinding. You're just kind of looking around, trying to look natural. But for the most part, we just watch whatever the fighters are doing.
Yeah, just go viral. That's funny. You would know. You went on stage.
Oh yeah.
Did you?
We're really good. Like brothers, I guess, with Diego Lopez.
Oh, nice.
So we've known him before. He's in the UFC, and actually, he invited me to go up on the ceremonial weigh-in stage with him in New York, and I was holding the phone. Like, oh my gosh, this is a lot nervous.
Yeah, New York's a big one. Those ones are always fun.
Yeah, and I like that.
And it was our first time too. Madison Square Garden was cool.
Yeah, it's the best. I think actually my first time ever working a fight at MSG was the year I started in 2017.
Really?
And it was the GSP and Bisping fight.
Oh.
Yeah.
What a good fight.
That was wild.
Yeah.
It was maybe my second or third pay-per-view. And I was like, this is crazy. Because I think every card on the main card was a title fight.
Title fight, yeah. It was one of those super rare cards.
I know.
And just to be in New York alone, like,
I know.
it just elevates the card. Even us, like, because we went to Miami for Diego, and it's like, it's different whenever you go to these big cities.
100%.
Vegas is awesome, but when you travel to these places where they only get, like, you know, one fight a year, it just takes it up a lot.
I feel like honestly, the Vegas crowd is one of the quieter ones.
Absolutely.
I
honestly think the international cards are just top in the U.S. card.
When we went to Australia last year, we had to be there at like 4 a.m. because the card started or the fight started at like 6 a.m. And the arena was like half full. And I was like, what are you guys doing here? So early.
Yeah.
Yes, it was like there were so many people there and they were loud. And I was like,
6 a.m. Okay.
I'm like barely awake right now, but sure.
They didn't sleep.
Yeah, seriously.
They didn't go to bed that night.
Seriously, it was crazy. Yeah.
It was like the Manchester card, too, that we went to. Where they started at like 5 a.m. or whatever it was.
Because those ones still have to run on this time. Yeah.
If you guys are any UFC fans listening to this, you guys have to go to an international card. It is truly special. Yeah. But all right, let's get into this. This is the first question. So you're either gonna like burn it and then you're gonna chill the other one. Okay. Burn or chill never being able to get your hair done for a year, or never being able to get your nails done for a year?
Oh my God. I'm gonna go with hair. I think I can figure out how to do my own hair. Granted, I change my hair. I don't know if sometimes people don't even recognize me because my hair is different like every few months. Oh. So that will be hard for me, but it'll save me a lot of money. So I'm gonna go with burn my nails, chill my hair.
Chill the hair. See, I'm not a girl, so I don't like. I don't.
That's
I don't
hard.
know.
I get my hair done a lot. It's actually not normal, I think. I just
Unhealthy.
changed my hair like a week ago
Really?
to this color. Yeah,
What was it before?
brown. Yeah, it was like the color of my roots.
How long does it take usually?
This was, I got there at 10 in the morning. I think we finished at around 5:30.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Oh
It's like
my-
a tattoo. It's literally a tattoo.
Yeah.
Holy
It's
crap. So
a
7
process.
hours. Wow.
Yeah.
What do? You just sit there in the
Yeah, I
chair?
just sit there. Sometimes I'll order food.
Okay. That's not bad.
Or like when I had braids before this too, like right before. I took them out a couple days before I got this hair, and that was like 8 hours I was sitting there.
Wow.
Yeah.
And those are painful too.
They don't hurt me because I'm not tender-headed, but a lot of people, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the hair's interesting though, because once it gets long, it's like, oh, you got to start cutting it yourself
Yeah.
though.
Well,
and that's
not
when
me.
it gets
This is a
dicey.
weave.
But nails I get because it's, it's tough to
Yeah,
do
I
your
talk
own
with my
nails,
hands
too.
a lot. My hands are seen a lot, so I'm like, no, I have
No.
to do my nails.
So you're gonna burn keeping the nails for the year and
Yeah.
give up the hair.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a tough one.
I know,
The
because I
hair's
can do
tough.
my own hair, and my hair is naturally curly, so I just won't touch it, and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
But the nails, yeah, no, I need them.
It's
What
time
a
to
hard
go. I know. I'm sitting here. I'm like,
Came
I don't
out-
even know what I would do.
Came out firing, I guess.
Yeah, dang, priest. But it's time to go to question number 2. I'm interested to hear this because this is kind of how you came up. So same style. You got a burn one and chill one. Would you burn or chill becoming a ring girl with modeling experience, or just become a ring girl without it?
I don't think you need it to be a ring girl.
Really?
I was hired very randomly, so my modeling experience had nothing really to do with it. So I think I'll say burn, like
Without it?
Yeah, I don't think you need it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How did you get into it?
I was actually a cocktail server at this bar downtown when I was 21, and Dana used to come in there, and one day he literally was just like, "Do you want to be an Octagon girl?" And I was like, "Sure." And he was like, "Really?" And I was like, I guess, why not? I didn't really like realize how big UFC was. Like I knew what it was, but I didn't realize that you traveled and it was like such this huge thing. So I was just like, sure. I thought I'll work a fight out here on Friday, cocktail on Saturday. Like,
And it'd be all
I don't
good.
know. Or vice versa. Like I didn't really know. And then I started like 2 weeks later in Kansas City, which is funny because I go to Kansas City on
This
Thursday.
weekend?
You go to get,
Wow.
what a coincidence.
Yeah.
So what year was that then? Whenever you came?
2017.
2017
So 8
you
years.
came in.
Dang. So you've seen the
Wow.
whole growth of the UFC, all through COVID and all through
Yeah.
that.
1000%.
Did you guys travel during COVID?
No, we
No?
did every fight at the Apex.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so I think the Apex was originally just for them to like film like Tough and Contender, but it kind of worked out because you couldn't travel and they didn't want to like do the arenas with no crowd, obviously. So we would have to go to this hotel, like get tested there, and then get a wristband, and we couldn't leave our room after that.
You guys would get tested too?
Every single fight, for like
Oh my gosh.
maybe over a year.
Over here.
Yeah. We had to get tested like when it was just out here, we would just go to the fights. So they would have us check into the hotel. We couldn't leave until we got our results the next morning. And if you were positive, they took you to the fights. If you were negative, you either had to stay in the hotel or go home if you lived in Vegas. And then I think it was, even when we traveled, we started traveling again like the next year. We still had to get tested when we landed. And then before weigh-ins, after weigh-ins, and then yeah.
Did you go to Abu Dhabi whenever they were over in Abu Dhabi? No.
Because the girls that lived overseas, that's who they sent
That's
to
who
Abu
they.
Dhabi. Mhm.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
makes
okay.
sense. Makes sense.
So then
guys
you
are-
just stayed here and did
Yeah.
mostly the Apex shows.
Yeah.
You
So
didn't have-
I'm US and Canada, but I have done Paris, London, and Australia.
Which one's your favorite out of
Paris.
Paris?
Paris?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I really like history and I really like like the purity of things. So I love like vinyls and like film cameras and things like that. So I loved going to Paris and seeing like how everything looks exactly the same. Like nothing was really modernized. They didn't really change things. Everything was like still cobblestone streets and like old buildings and like all these things. And the Louvre was so beautiful in person. Oh my God. Really? London, I had to adjust to because I love New York so much, but I didn't expect London to be exactly like New York.
It's similar, right?
Yeah. So when I got there, I was a little shocked and I was like, whoa, I thought it was going to be like cute little townhouses and like very chill.
Yeah.
And it was not like that. But I did have a good time. I did everything by myself in London. I was there for a week and I did every single thing alone. I didn't hang out with one person in London. I went to shows, dinners. I went to an afternoon tea. I booked a train ticket and a hotel and went over to Paris one of the days.
It's very easy to maneuver. All of Europe in general. We're going country to country. It's like going from here to California. It's very, very easy. But I love Europe as a whole because, like you said, like the architecture, like all the buildings, it looks so cool. I'm just like, it's history right there.
Yeah, seriously. There's so many places I want to go.
Next time the UFC goes to Paris, I want to go. I've never been to Paris.
They might go again this year. They've gone like since then, I think we've gone 2 more times.
2 times, yeah.
I'm sure.
I imagine they go.
Yeah.
They like going to those places, those big markets over there. But it's time to get into the third question. This one's the same exact format. Burn one, chill one. Burn or chill, travel to a different country for every fight or stay in one city for the whole year.
Okay.
This is a hard one.
Yeah, it is because I've been traveling for so long that sometimes I'm like, it's nice when you talk to, but I love seeing new places. So different countries.
I'm
going to have to go with going to different countries and chill on the same city because I love to see new places.
Yeah.
So if I can do it for work and just like extend my time there, then I will.
But then I feel like once you kind of like that 6-month period, you're like, all right, I kind of want to get back home.
1,000%.
So that's like the hard fine line about this. But different countries would be cool.
I think if I can bang it out, then I will, as opposed to missing out and just staying in the same place all the time.
Because then vice versa too. Sometimes you're at home, like, I kind of want to get out. I want to go on a trip. I want to do something like that. Yeah.
I have a travel bug at all times.
That's good.
And it gets worse the more I travel.
Yeah. I would probably say the same. I mean, you got to travel. You got to get out there, experience new cultures.
1,000%.
Good types of food, different people, beaches, all different types of things.
See, I have too much of a simple palate. So I can't go to Europe.
I love food. That's my problem. You can't really have my job and just be like, love a good meal because you have to stay on track at all times. And it is hard. I love to eat.
I didn't even think about that, honestly.
I think people are always like, ring girls, it's like the easiest job. And I mean, we don't think it's like rocket science, but you do have to be on point all the time. And I'm 30. So after a certain age, like your body changes on you and you're like, whoa. And then you really have to work to keep it, in check.
Sure. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that.
It's discipline in its own. I feel like every job in life in general, you got to have some sort of discipline, whether it's like physical or mental. And that's a good part because it keeps you locked in and keeps you going. So, but it's time to go to the fourth question. I'm interested to hear this. We kind of talked about it a little bit already, but you got to burn one and chill one. Burn or chill the pay-per-view events or the Apex events?
Oh, man. Apex is such a good time because it's so intimate. We can go in the back. We eat Greek food.
Oh, yes.
The Greek food.
I guess I would say, I don't know. I have fun at the pay-per-view events, so there's like some crazy ones. Okay, not because I hate it, because I actually love them. I guess I would say chill Apex.
Chill Apex.
And burn pay-per-view. But I do love the Apex fights. They're so chill. Like the fans are always so nice. It's like intimate. Everybody's loud and having a good time. So I do love them. So don't get me wrong. But sometimes there's pay-per-views and you're like, oh my God, I hope I work that one because it's going to be so good.
Yeah.
And the energy in that city is going to be crazy or whatever the case is. So.
And that.
Yeah, the Apex, and there's something special about the Apex, but there's also something special about the pay-per-view. And I like how intimate, and everyone is just having seems like everyone's more relaxed at the Apex.
For
Everyone's
sure.
kind of just having a good time. Or pay-per-view is so like,
Yeah, you feel the pressure and you feel the intensity.
Focus.
If you, I will say, if you've only ever been to like the arenas or like pay-per-view fights, check out an Apex fight for sure. You have to.
You have to.
It's so cool because it's just like a cool setting. You
Yeah.
know? It kind of feels like you're almost like in a basement, like type fighting thing. Like you said, great Greek food.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh my God.
The rice pudding. Isn't that what it is, right?
Like a dessert.
The dessert one, yeah. Have you tried that one?
I don't think I eat the dessert. I have to,
Well, one time you gotta try it.
I'm already pushing it, going back there, making myself a plate. I try to wait as long as possible, but that food is so good. I have to get it every time.
I love it.
Yeah.
No, the Greek, or I think it's rice pudding. I think that's what they call it. It has like cinnamon on top.
Yeah.
Ugh,
I
so
never
good.
eat it. I try my hardest.
I
Not to eat the desserts.
I don't even go crazy over it. It's all right. I don't like
You don't
it.
like it?
Nah.
What kind of food do you like?
Burgers,
Oh,
chicken tenders, fries,
More
milkshakes.
burgers, more chicken tenders.
I got a 9-year-old palate.
oh man, there's so much good food out there.
Thank you. That's what I've been telling him.
Hey,
I'm like,
I
just
like-
try it once.
Yeah,
Try it
literally,
once,
if you
try it
hate it,
twice.
You ate it.
I like
You
my
can
food,
wash it
though.
down.
It's all right. I do have a question though. Do you guys get to watch the fights itself in there, or like after you guys go do the round the ring, you get to sit down and actually watch the fights, or do
We
you
have to sit down. Yeah, we have to be in our seats like the whole fight.
The whole fight.
I mean, we can go in the back and like use the bathroom or whatever, but they like for us to be
there.
octagon side.
Hey, you're getting.
Do you guys
octagon
rotate
seat.
out, or it's the same 3, right?
So there's, right now there's me, maybe 5 of us, I think, or 4. But yeah, we do alternate fights.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. So you don't have to be there since like 3 p.m.
Well,
to,
if we are working a fight, we have to be there we have to be in there an hour before the fight start, so they can make sure that we're there in time, and then we stay until the very last fight when we alternate rounds.
yeah.
So like, if I'm sitting in the second chair, she'll go 1, I go 2, 3, and then it goes 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2. So we just kind of alternate because only round 1 is on TV. So we alternate it like that.
So each of you guys just don't do one specific fight. You guys just alternate all the rounds.
Yeah.
Ah.
We all do each fight, but different rounds.
different rounds. Makes sense. Okay. See, I'm learning new things.
And we kind of came up with the system ourselves so that everybody can like be on TV. Because like I said, round 1 is usually the only one that gets filmed. So we just kind of
Really?
came up with our own system to make it fair.
Yeah. That's interesting.
nice.
I wonder why.
I don't know. Sometimes they'll tell you if they're going to film a different round, but for the most part, it's usually round 1. Because I guess in the middle, like they're filming the crowd, they're filming the fighters.
Do
So
the
in the
coaches,
beginning,
different
before
things.
anything happens, is when they can get us in.
Plus, like commercials too for
Yeah.
the Apex. I know they like to do a lot.
Sometimes they'll film, but it'll be like B-roll for like later in
Other
the
different
fights.
things. Yeah. Interesting.
Cool. All right, well, it's time to get into the 5th and final question. This is our burn moment question. A burn moment is a super hard time in life where you had to fight to overcome that's gotten you to where you're at today. So what's the biggest burn moment you've gone through in your life?
Well, last year was pretty rough for me, if I'm being totally honest. I was raised by my grandparents. That's why I moved to Vegas. And my grandpa, he actually passed unexpectedly in the middle of the night last year. And I worked 2 days after that. And then his birthday was like 2.5 weeks later. So we did his memorial on his birthday. And then I worked 2 days after that too. And so I was just at the fights, like I would be like crying in the back and I'm out there like,
Smiley,
yeah. And so there was some weird comments. Like one guy commented on a picture I posted from one of the fights after that happened. And he was like, you're always trying to look so sad for attention. And like, if you would stop dating certain kinds of men, like you wouldn't be sad. And I'm like, people,
If you only knew.
crazy what
Yeah.
people like assume about you. But yeah, so that I had like a little bit of a rough year after that. Like I just I wasn't like very motivated last year, but then it, like, I don't know, I think for a while I kind of sat still. That's why a lot of people have been like, where have you been? And I'm like, I needed like a mental break. And now I think that kind of like, I'm back to where I need to be. And it's like motivating me because I'm like, he was my biggest fan, biggest supporter. Like he would have wanted me to like kill it and stop being shy, so I'm like, I'm gonna do everything this year.
Yeah.
And I just needed a little bit of time. But yeah, now I'm like, I know what he would want, so I'm gonna go and do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you stay so positive kind of during that time?
I kind of like fake it till I make it type of thing. Like I don't really like to be the negative person around. I like to be fun and uplifting and like if I'm gonna be around, I don't want to be like the Debbie Downer. But there's a lot of time where I'm by myself. Like I'll just stay at home. I don't really talk to people much. I don't really go out. So I kind of like need that time to sit still and sit by myself. And then once I like snap out of it, because I don't really do much when I'm feeling that way. But once I snap out of it, I'm like re-motivated all over again. And I'm like, okay, let's get in the gym. Let's get good. Let's eat well. Let's have fun. So I don't know. I just need a little time and then You're back to normal. Yeah.
Just being with yourself too is good. It's kind of like a good reflection and just come back down.
Yeah. I don't like to be around a lot of people if I'm like sad. I don't know. Even when it was happening in my family, I was like, I have to go home. Like I need to be by myself for a minute. Yeah.
It's kind of like what happened with him during that time. I kind of like, we all kind of felt the same way. It's like, you just got to go home, just relax, kind of like decompress because there's just so much emotion built up with hard times. But
1000%.
I think truly like those hard times really make you who you are and they motivate you every day to keep going and keep pushing. Sounds like what your grandfather does to you. Yeah. So thank you. We
Almost
appreciate
like the why.
Yeah.
The why effect, man. It's
100%.
crazy.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing your moment. And thank
me.
you for coming on the Burner Chill Show.
You.
Let the audience know where they can find you, your Instagram, social media, everything. Give it to them.
So my Instagram is Brookliyn_Wren, BROOKLIYN. It's the verified one. I don't know. There's like 20 out there. And then TikTok, same thing, Brookliyn Wren. My Twitter is Hello Brooklyn. So yeah.
You heard her. Go check her out on all social media platforms. And we are out of this episode of Burner Chill.
Yay.